What's good, YouTube? This is IQ Domino coming back at y'all with another motherfucking banger. Now, today we're gonna be going over, if you haven't had any dating experience, this is the video for you. Now, in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the mentality that you need to have, the ideology that you gotta have, and basically the moves that you gotta actually make to make shit happen for yourself. All right, and I'm gonna make this a short video, as short as I can, so listen closely, motherfuckers. Leave a like, subscribe. If you did, you are learning something from this content right here. First things first. First things first, man. You gotta understand what you actually want in a woman. Now, I understand you might not have no motherfucking experience, and that's all right, but you gotta know what you want. You gotta know the bare minimum things. Now, of course, I'm gonna give y'all the bare minimum things. Number one, you want a woman that know how to listen. Yes, a woman is supposed to listen to you, man. You're not supposed to have a woman that y'all 50-50 and y'all have a good idea where y'all at and y'all supposed to be on the same page. And now you supposed to have your page and she's supposed to go with you. You're not a crazy motherfucker. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. And she's supposed to trust you the same way you trust yourself. She is a companion. She's supposed to come with you. So this is how you gotta move. She gotta be able to listen. She gotta be able to have a conversation. But at the end of the day, you gotta be able to tell her what to do, and she has to listen to what you tell her. If she don't listen, bro, she might want you, bro, but she's not good for you. I'm gonna tell you that too. The second thing, don't go below what you want. Do not lower for the looks wise. If you like a woman for her looks, certain looks, don't lower your standards at all. If she don't look good to you, she not attracted to you, do not fuck with that woman. That's 2. 3, you gotta be able to have a good conversation. You have to know yourself, bro. If you don't know yourself, I promise you, you're wasting your time anyway. You don't need to be thinking about women. You don't need to be trying to talk to women, none of that, because you don't know what the fuck to say. And when I say know yourself, you have to know how you think and why you think what you think. You gotta know why you feel certain ways about things. You gotta know what happened in your past and why it happened. You gotta know why you lean towards certain characters more than other characters. You gotta know why for everything. You have to understand yourself on a level where you can express who you are emotionally, your belief system, your creativity, all that. You gotta be able to express that. Now, you ain't gotta explain everything. You ain't gotta do that. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to express who you are. All right? If you don't express who you are, how is a woman ever gonna trust you? How a woman gonna ever know who you are if you can't express everything? Like, just go on, and I'm gonna give y'all a little practice, bro. On your day-to-day, like, you like, I like this. I like this movie. Why I like this movie? What characters do I like? How does these characters make me feel? Or how would I do things different if I was one of these characters? You gotta go into your intellect, the way you think. You gotta go into your creativity. You gotta go into everything, because you gotta understand how you see the world. You gotta be able to express how you see shit for real. See, a lot of guys, they just feel, and they don't really know how to express what they feel, and they don't know how to express where those feelings coming from. So whenever they with a woman, the woman just looking at them like, you really think that? And they don't understand, because they don't understand you. You have to understand yourself so well that you can express yourself to somebody after knowing them. Now, the second element of listening, outside of you knowing who you are, you got to be able to understand them. So one of the key things that fuck a lot of guys up is that they listen like women. They listen like I ain't gonna say women. They don't listen. I ain't gonna say like women. They don't listen. All right, they don't listen. But one thing that they do is they assume that they know shit that they don't fucking know. And because they assume shit that they don't fucking know, it's easy to look at them and you can have preconceived notions about them. And actually, if you really look at what they said, it does not align with what you think. You can assume things and go far, far, far with an idea with no evidence when you are assuming things. And the thing about making assumptions is that it's basically you positioning yourself to get proven wrong. To be wrong. Not proven wrong, but to be wrong. And when you're wrong about somebody and you're trying to talk to them and trying to, basically explain yourself about them, you might be expressing a wrong idea or a good idea to the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to listen to not only understand them, but you got to understand what the fuck they saying so you can respond to them. A lot of motherfuckers, bro, they listen and they respond by giving people validation in ways that they shouldn't even be validating, because they're validating something that they assumed in their head, not what the person actually said. So that's why I say y'all gotta really get good at listening. You gotta listen from a standpoint of understanding that you don't know. You gotta be self-aware enough to be able to identify the fact that you don't know what that person is actually talking about. If you can't pick up on that, bro, you are actually lost in the sauce. You just don't know it. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be able to really pay attention and really listen, but you gotta know yourself so y'all can actually build a genuine connection. Even if you, another thing, if you're not experienced, don't ever say that you're not experienced. Just say, hey, I don't want to talk about that. It's okay for you to not talk about everything about yourself. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's two things though. The third thing is that you have to be very okay in yourself. You gotta not seek validation. You gotta not seek approval from anybody, because your self-respect and the way you see yourself is that it's you go for what you want and you do what you want. It has to be a mentality. But at the same time, you don't allow anybody to do anything to you and say anything to you that you don't like. And you have to live on that. You have to live by that, and you have to set things up the way you like it. If you don't set things up the way you like it, if you don't speak it in the way that you like it, then basically you playing a game where you giving her the opportunity to make a decision that might not be in your best interest. It might just be in her best interest. So you gotta always just think to yourself, bro, what am I doing? Why am I here? Why am I expressing myself? Why am I expressing myself in this way? When you're not moving in a way that's concrete and you going for what you want nonstop, that's when you gotta realize, man, you gotta step up and be honest, be truthful, and hold your ground on what you want. Don't fold on what you want because the woman believes that she wants things to happen a certain way. You see, when you do that, bro, you basically prevent yourself from experiencing the fullness of what you want. You know what I'm saying? It has to all be about what you want. You don't have to lie. You don't have to deceive. You ain't got to tell bullshit stories. You ain't got to do none of the bullshit that most people tell you that you should do because you have no experience. All you got to do is be silent. If you're silent, you're going to be all right. If you talk too much, you're not going to be all right. And that's whether you got experience or you don't got experience. Be concise, man. But you can't be concise until you know yourself. So I gave y'all that. But the next thing you got to be able to do is set up everything to happen the way you want it to happen. Now, told y'all how y'all got to move about it. But I want y'all to be able to set things up the way you want it to happen as well. Number one, y'all have to be in a space where it's no judgment. A woman is going to get judged by the world. She should just get corrected by you. She shouldn't be judged. What is judgment? Judgment is belittlement. Judgment is comparison. Judgment is making somebody making an assumption. That is all judgment. If somebody doesn't talks without judging, if they can't talk without judging, and you should correct them, and if they don't listen to that correction, you should give them a very long break. You should not talk to them and go talk to somebody else. Now, I understand a lot of y'all don't have experience, but the reason why a lot of y'all don't have experience is because y'all put all y'all eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? So that's a condition that y'all set. Y'all set up a condition where she feel like, man, he ain't going nowhere, because you're not. You're not going nowhere because you put all your eggs in one basket. And a lot of women, when they pick up on that, they think to themselves, I can do whatever I want, because they're women. Women look at what they can do. Men look at what's possible. We look at how far we can go to get what we want. They look at the bare minimum that they can do to get what they want. If I ain't got to put in that much energy, if I ain't got to do all this, I ain't got to do all that, if I can do this and I can do that and still get this, I'm going to do it. Men, if I do this and I maximize, I can get what I want and possibly more, we going to do the most we possibly can to get the maximize. Women aren't that way. Women, they want to do the bare minimum. So you have to realize that you have to put a condition that the bare minimum is not okay. If you don't do that, no woman is not going to respect you, and if she don't respect you, she not going to want to fuck you, bro. And you ain't going to never get no experience. So, since you made it to this part of the video, leave a like down below, subscribe, because this last gym is going to be real heat, man. It's going to be real heat. So, the last one, man, you have to be able to, now I told y'all gotta, how to get that trust between each other, y'all. You and her, y'all gotta have that trust. But the next thing is, I taught y'all how to have that respect. I told y'all how to set things up the way y'all want, which is setting up the respect side of it all. You gotta also know how to have sexual tension. Now I'm gonna give y'all a little splice, because I'm gonna divide this shit up in multiple videos for y'all to get little at a time. Y'all can follow this shit by week. But this last little splice, and I'm gonna tell y'all, bro, is that the whole point of building up sexual tension depends on the woman. It depends on your imagination, but it depends on the woman too. You see, if she a shy woman, she don't like all the attention on her. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, and it might get her going even, but she don't really like it like that. She don't feel at ease with it. You have to baby step and take your time before you put all the attention on her when you flirt with her. And when I say that, this is what I mean. You see how we here? Now, let's say I'm talking to a woman, and while I'm here, if I wanted to tell her the experience I would want with her, the things that I want to do with her if I'm on the phone with her, I would explain the birds chirping. I would explain the waves in the water. I would explain the breeze. I would explain the trees. I would explain the land. I would explain the image of that we hear. That's what I would explain. I would explain the imagery of everything we see. And what I would do is I would invite her here by painting the picture in her mind. And let's say, you saw this bench. Let's say I would have her right here next to me, and I would tell her how I would rub on, how I would want to have my hands all over her, how I want to have my hand on her thigh, how I want to kiss on her neck, how I would, lick on her, kiss on her, suck on her, whatever the case might be. I would invite her into the world with me, because a woman's imagination is only touched by a man. You can really play with her imagination. You can really rub her thigh. You can talk about how you can play with her pussy. But the whole point of a woman that's shy is that you have to take your time. You have to take your time. Now, they got women who love to take charge. They got women who talk a lot and they very friendly. But the whole point of everything that I'm telling y'all is that it's all about enticing a woman. She gonna tell you the vibe that she want, but the vibe that she want doesn't matter. It's all about the way you see her. And if you see her as a woman that take charge, you have to be very direct and very to the point. You know, oh, now I want to kiss on you, I want to lick on you. You got to be to the point. With a woman that's shy, she wants for you to bring her into the everything. She wants you to completely take her mind away. A woman that's friendly, she 9 times out of 10 is going to want to go back and forth with you, and that's a whole nother conversation right there. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Leave a like. I know y'all learned something from this shit. Peace.